to the hearts of the believers. The Jamaat was bonded together at the hand of the first Khalifa. At that time, the opponents thought that this 80-year-old man, what can he do? Curzon Gazette said that what is left in the Mirzai Jamaat, their head has been severed. The old man who has become their head, he won't be able to do anything. Oh yes, maybe he can recite the Quran in some mosque. But that man, about whom they said that he will not be able to do anything, he definitely did that work which they had no worth for. That is the reflection and pondering and commenting on the Holy Quran. In fact, this is the work for which Allah the Almighty had accepted the pleas of Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam and sent the Holy Prophet Muhammad Mustafa sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And for the same job, amongst the Akhareen, the latter people, the promised Messiah alayhi salam had been sent. And this is the job. This is the actual job for which Allah the Almighty has established the Khilafat in Jamaat Ahmadiyya. But the eye of the world cannot see that, cannot understand that. In any case, the promised Messiah, the first Khalifa said, I hope Allah will make it so that I can recite the Quran to you. But the opponents and many even from among the Jamaat who were hypocrites, some of those men, they thought that the first Khalifa is an old man. He will not be able to control the community. The enemy thought that because of the lack of discipline, the Jamaat will end. And the hypocrites, in their own arrogance, they thought that they were the pillars of the Jamaat. They thought that the Anjuman was the vicegerent of the promised Messiah alayhi salam, and they should be handed all power and authority. So because of these things, the first Khalifa, Hazrat Khalifatul Masih Awwal Razillah Ta'ala Anhu, he suppressed, he overcame those mischiefs. So the first speech that he made, at the end of that, he said that now whichever direction you want to turn to, you will have to be obedient to me. And if you make this promise that you will be obedient, only then I will take this burden of Khilafat. And in my work, I will continue to do all the good things that are to be done. He said that the religious school will have to run with my permission, and I only take on this burden because Allah the Almighty has admonished that you do it seeking the pleasure of Allah. Remember that all goodness lies in unity. A community that has no head is dead. So the desires of the opponents were not fulfilled. Their wishes were not fulfilled. There were tests and tribulations because of the mischief mongers. But when Hazrat Khalifatul Masih the first found out about those plans, he dealt with them with wisdom and firmness. At one such occasion, he gave a glorious address and said that with your actions, he addressed those mischief mongers, he said, you have hurt me so much with your actions that I have never stood in that part of the mosque of Masjid Mubarak which has been built with the contributions of those people. because Hazrat Khalifatul Masih Awwal stood in just that part of the mosque which was built by the promised Messiah Islam. He said, I did not stand in that part of the mosque which you have built. I stand in that part of the mosque which was built by my Mirza, my leader. Anjuman is just a servant of the Jamaat and the Khalifa, and the one who says the Khalifa's job is only to take initiation, that person should seek forgiveness from Allah. Allah has told me that if anyone from this Jamaat leaves and becomes an apostate, in his place I will give you a whole community. They say that Khalifa should only lead prayers or announce nikahs or take initiation. This thing can be done by a Maulvi. For that, no Khalifa is needed. And I do not even spit on such an initiation. He said, Bayt is only where total obedience is promised and not a single directive is falling on deaf ears. This was such a glorious address that from various outside Jamaats, hundreds of people had gathered, and the people upon whom some mischief mongers were trying to hold a sway, they started to cry, and they were prostrating on the mosque floor. They were crying in such a way as if they had been slaughtered. So the glory of the personal awe of the Khalifa was demonstrated, and he announced that if anybody wants to leave the Jamaat, so be it. You can leave the Jamaat. Allah will grant me a whole community in place of each such person. So by this announcement, those who opposed him, they had to reform. The sincere people, they were strengthened in their faith. The hypocrites and their group, they were also suppressed, and the Jamaat continued to go forth in its progress. And then, in accordance to Kullu Man Alayha Fan, on the 13th of March 1914, the first Khalifa returned to his eternal Lord. Again, the Jamaat faced a big calamity. Those mischief mongers, they again raised their heads. They came forward and they desired that the Anjuman be handed all authority instead of a Khalifa, and the Anjuman should become the controller. Because of the demise of the first Khalifa, the sincere servants were heartbroken, and they were praying for the second Khalifa to come. But these scholars, who in their own estimation were very learned scholars, it was a group. They tried to get Hazrat Mirza Bashiruddin Mahmud Ahmad, the son of the promised Messiah salam, that there should not be a caliphate. But he refused to accept that. He said the promised Messiah salam has said that the Khalifa will be the vicegerent, and he said that you people, if you take the initiation of one person, me and my family will also get initiated at the hand of that person. I have no desire to be the Khalifa myself. But those who boasted with that arrogance that they thought they